I felt like I had to do this video. I don't like doing Miiverse videos anymore. I think it's a dead thing on my channel, but once in a while I like to do these Miiverse rant videos. So here you go, another one. Yeah. So, anyways, this is just absolutely ridiculous. This post, it's absolutely ridiculous. Well, also it's pointless, but mainly ridiculous. So let's begin. Code of Conduct Reminder. Hello, Miiverse. Hello, bitch. As you know, Miiverse is designed to be a fun place for everyone to enjoy. Nice joke, Julie, because it isn't. It isn't enjoyable at all. It's hell. It's really hell, Miiverse. Oppressive admins, a post and comment limit. Really, this place is the complete opposite of social. I call it an anti-social media site. That's why we'd like to take a moment to remind everyone about the Miiverse Code of Conduct and what it means, plus to avoid common mistakes that can lead to violations, like joking around with a friend, or saying my YouTube channel, or saying a Nintendo Network ID, and they flag it as and they report it for personal information, even though it's not personal information at all. Your code of conduct is like broken. It really is. Users who violate the Miiverse code of conduct or their user agreements with Nintendo may find their posts deleted and their access to Miiverse blocked. Penalties can also impact all Nintendo Network IDs using the same Wii U and Nintendo 3DS family system, which I think is absolute bullcrap, because there are people in Nintendo who share their Wii U consoles. Like I used this example before. Like a friend of mine, he has a little brother, and let's just say his little brother like posted a lot of these cringeworthy posts, or like trolled people and such. Then my friend would also get banned because of his little brother causing trouble. Is that fair at all, Nintendo? I highly doubt it is, but whatever. In your screwed up minds, it is fair, I guess. To avoid these kind of penalties, please keep reading for our tips on how to use Miiverse. And please continue to share your thoughts, your experiences and thoughts about the games you're playing. Uh, that's what that's what Miiverse is all about. Why do you just want Miiverse to be about video games? Why can't it just be a place where Nintendo fans can hang out and talk about other things as well? That's what people already do with Miiverse. Why does it have to be this boring on topic place where people get bored of talking about just video games? Because really, Nintendo, you want a fun community and all. People are gonna post off topic things and talk about other things they like that aren't about gaming. Really, what's so wrong about that? That's also a a big way to make friends on Miiverse. Like if they have the same interests in you that aren't just in video games, they could click and become really good friends. Like a lot of the friends I have on YouTube, a lot of them I met on Miiverse. And trust me, it's not because of the video games. Okay, that plays a part in it, but it's not just about the video games. Why I'm friends with these people. So, anyways, let's just read these awful tips. Tip 1. Remember to be considerate of other users. That means avoiding arguments, posting anything that is inappropriate. After all, Miiverse is about games, so it's best not to post about unrelated topics that can take away from the fun from using Miiverse. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Nintendo. Again, like I said, what is so bad about being off topic on Miiverse? And how is it going to drive them away from Miiverse? I mean, if people talk about off topic things and, maybe they share their interest on things that aren't about gaming. Like, for example, I make a post saying I love Pink Floyd, which I do, by the way. It's awesome band, my favorite band of all time. But I make that post, and then someone else would be like, "Oh, cool, I love Pink Floyd as well," and then we click and become friends. What is so bad about that? It doesn't, make starting a friendship on Miiverse isn't just about talking about the games, Nintendo. Um, Also, I like this other one. That means avoiding arguments or posting anything that is inappropriate. Okay, well, the inappropriate one, of course, I agree with to an extent, even though a lot of the things the admins deem as inappropriate isn't inappropriate at all. But about the argument thing, you like Miiverse to be like this discussion about video games. let's just say I post something that a lot of people disagree with about video games, like I'm talking about some game, whatever, and I say something that people disagree with, and they say, "Oh no, you're wrong about this." What is so bad about having an argument on Miiverse? As long as it's civil and no name calling, I say it's all right. I think there's no problem at all because that's also part of a discussion. You know, what kind of discussion is it'll be like a really boring discussion if people are just talking about things they agree on. You know, to like make a conversation interesting, you talk about things you disagree on with someone, and you know, talk about your different points of view and such. What is so bad about that? Ugh. Tip 2. Personal information must not be posted on Miiverse. Personal information includes your phone number. Well, no duh, who was stupid enough to post their phone number? Address, of course, and no one is dumb enough to post their address. Well, then again, this is Miiverse, so maybe someone would be stupid enough to post their address. Email, kind of in the middle in that. Personal social network info, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. What is so personal about a social media profile? Like, um, like what is so personal about that? You want people to see your social media profile. That isn't really a personal thing like my YouTube. This isn't personal at all. All my Miiverse friends know about my YouTube channel, and there is nothing personal about it. My YouTube channel isn't private. It's public for everyone to see. Gamer IDs, your school's name, personal website, etc., etc. I don't see what's so personal about a website, but whatever. Additionally, if you meet in Miiverse, additionally, if someone you meet in Miiverse invites you to meet him or her in the real world, do not accept. Again, who is stupid enough to do that? Um, whatever. Tip 3: make friends on Miiverse the right way. This is interesting. On Wii U, we encourage users 13 and older to make friends with other users using the a friend request system. At the same time, younger users can make friends on the Wii U outside of Miiverse by entering each other's Nintendo Network IDs in the friends list on the home menu. We encourage younger users to make friends only if they are friends in real life, which I kind of do agree on. Um, for Nintendo 3DS users, direct friend requests are not available, and why not? You never gave a solid reason as to why there are no friend requests on the 3DS. Really, why are the 3DS users left out in the friend request system, and they can't post their friend codes or anything? Why can't they? What is so harmful about that? You don't see Sony and Microsoft saying, "Oh, you can't make friends or anything on our services," because that would be absolutely moronic, and they understand that. Nintendo, why can't you post? Why can't you make friend? Why can't you have a friend request system on the 3DS? It'll be a lot easier than the friend code thing. The friend request system, you could just put in their Nintendo Network ID and that's it. Why do only Wii U users have that? I have plenty of 3DS users who are 3DS only users who are really awesome people, and you know I really wish I could have them on my friends list, but I can't because of your stupid rules. Um, Please do not exchange your Nintendo Network ID or friend code with other users on Miiverse to create friends, as this is a violation of the Miiverse Code of Conduct. But you encourage friendships. Sorry about that. You encourage friendships on here, Nintendo, so why can't we exchange Nintendo Network IDs? You make no sense at all. Isn't exchanging Nintendo Network IDs a way to put them in your friends list on the Wii U? Really, Nintendo? This makes no sense whatsoever. Why can't you exchange Nintendo Network IDs when you could just go on their, when you could easily just go on their profile and it's something anyone could see? Like here, Julie. I click on Julie's profile. If it'll ever load up, here we go. Nintendo Julie right here. Here is her Nintendo Network ID. What is so personal about this? What is so private about this? I mean, I remember like one time I got reported for personal information for sharing a Nintendo Network ID. Yeah, sure, they apologize about it, but for some reason, now it's a thing that you got punished for. Like, you know, exchanging Nintendo Network IDs can also make it could also spark friendships. Like, I used this example before, but I'll use it again. I say to someone, "Oh, this person is really cool. You should check out the profile." And then the person who sees my post checks out that person's profile, and who knows? Maybe they start talking to that person, and they really click, and they become really good friends. And bam, I started a friendship. Really, Nintendo, what is so wrong about that? Help keep Miiverse fun for everyone. That it's not fun, so you completely failed there. Um, if you see something inappropriate, please report it to the Miiverse administrators with the report violation button. Oh, like I don't know, having a nice conversation with a friend, and then you joke around, and then you're banned. Um, Thanks for reading this and for being a part of what makes Miiverse great for gamers. No. You can find complete information about the proper use of the Miiverse code of conduct. Proper use of Miiverse and the Miiverse code of conduct. That's what I hate about doing these raw, unedited videos. I stutter a lot, and the retakes are like something I hardly ever do. But whatever. Yeah, this was just dumb. This was extremely stupid, and there are a lot of people who are like against this post, rightfully so. But there are some like retarded fanboys, the damage controlling this, like right here. She's right. You're ranting about this. Stop whining. She does have a point. Nintendo wants to be a friendly site. Now stop whining. This would be a nice and friendly site if the admins didn't report anything they saw. Uh, look, this is like perfect damage control right here. Um, yes, I completely agree with you. Give us Mother 3, Nintendo, please. Make that happen someday. Before the Wii U's lifespan is over. Why can't we use the web version of Miiverse on our other accounts unless they're linked to our game consoles? Well, yeah. Here's Eddie damage controlling as usual. Is he? I think he is. I believe some of the rules within the Miiverse Code of Conduct can be a tad less strict. After all, Miiverse isn't supposed to be like a Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. Why not? But with that said, I do want to point out that we humans are bound to make mistakes, and do like to put the blame on something else. Could it be possible that at least some of the notifications are from our responsibility? Okay, yes, sure, some of them are, but a lot of them aren't, because some of them are just absolutely moronic. The admins, my very first ban, like back in 2014, they banned me without any reason at all. This I agree on. Trying to see like some dumb comments like from fanboys because I know I saw a ton of them here. This one is this I completely agree on. Yeah. So I remember seeing a lot of fanboys here. Wow. Bleh. My reaction exactly. That's exactly my reaction. Uh, well, I guess there really isn't much to say here because you know I was expecting a lot of fanboys to comment here. I wanted to completely destroy their comments, but I guess there isn't. Um, I'll just keep going up a little. I'm sure a lot of people are skipping this part, but whatever. I don't feel like editing out this part. So, yeah, this was just absolutely stupid. And Miiverse is far from saving. I know, but I'll just rant on it anyway because it's fun. Miiverse is retarded and is for retarded people. And if you get angry at me for saying that, then yeah, uh, this is for you. And so, anyways, there's really nothing much else to say. Miiverse is never gonna be saved, and I can't wait for it to finally just die when the NX comes around. And oof, that'll be the day when I just complete that day. I'll just celebrate that. I really will. I'll throw a party. Who knows? So, anyways, that's all to say. Bye bye.